Yo, what's up, everybody? It is your multimedia specialist, Bernard Fields, and I'm here to share with you today's tips, topics, and techniques for you, the designer, and also those curious clients. So we're going to create a video flyer. I don't know what they call them things officially, but I'm pretty sure everybody at this point has seen them around. They have been introduced first to me via Instagram, but it's basically like this square video, and it does like this little animation thing where it's like a flyer, and then it slides open, and then it's like a video underneath, and it shows for like 10 seconds, and then it closes up, and then it's like, that's it. Well, people have been asking, well, how do you do that? And normally I tell people, well, you want to do that in like Premiere Pro or After Effects, but there's also another way that you can do it, and that is in Photoshop. So for those people who are not into video as of yet, and may feel a little intimidated by Premiere Pro and also After Effects, that is okay, because I'm here to share with you how to do that in Photoshop. And hopefully you understand how Photoshop works, so I'm not going to go into the one-on-ones about layers and all that type of stuff. I just want you guys just to kind of follow along and understand that Photoshop, I don't know since when, I would say probably back maybe like 3 years now. So I guess that dates back to like, I don't know if it was CC, maybe it was like CC, or CS6 maybe, that you can do this video stuff. So anyway, I'm talking too much. Let's jump and dive right in. So the first thing that you need is Photoshop, and you will also need a video. I don't have any video, but I did go see Deadpool tonight, and it was awesome. So don't worry, I'm going to talk about Deadpool, but I'm not going to do any spoilers. So you can stay and watch this whole tutorial without there being any type of spoilers. But I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to rip a video down, and I'm going to use that video, a clip, 15 seconds, and we're going to create a video flyer. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And thank you guys for watching. And let's see what we got going on here. All right, woo, little infinite space. So I already went to YouTube, and I typed in Deadpool trailer, and this is what came up. So I'm just going to grab, let's just grab this trailer here. So I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to copy link. And there is a website that is called converttomp3.net. This is like a gem, works like a charm. And you're going to paste in, as it says right here, insert video link URL. I copied that from YouTube, paste it in here, and you have the option. You could do audio conversion, or you could do video. We want to do video, so I'm doing an MP4 version, and you have the option. You can do the standard 720p, or you could do the 1080 full HD. We're just going to stick with the 720, and then we're going to hit convert, and it's converting. It pulls the information, and it does the download thing, and it says that it's going to be 29.54 megabytes. So we hit download, and it begins to download. And as you can see right here, it's downloading super duper fast, because I got super duper fast internet speed here, and it is done. And that's inside my download folder. So now I'm going to go over here to Photoshop. And we're going to create a new document. So we're going to start off with a 720 by 720 document. And I'm going to name this, call it Deadpool Video Flyer. And that movie was so freaking awesome. And we're going to go 720 by 720. And the reason why I'm going 720 by 720 is simple. It's because the dimension as the height, which is you want to go the shortest length of the video, which is the height of the video, is 720. So you're going to square that off. You can't square off a 720 by 1080, or I should say 1280. I can't remember what the other dimension part is. But anyway, you can't square off based upon the length. You got to go by the height. So anyways, we go ahead, we hit OK. All right. And then we start designing. But before we do that, I'm going to place that video here in my document. And bam, voila, there it is. So at this point, you're probably like wondering, well, it just looks like the beginning of the Deadpool trailer. Yes, and if you look over here to the right, you will see that that is a layer, and it's also a smart object. What you want to do is you want to go down to the bottom here, and you want to click on where it says timeline, and then it's going to say create frame animation. Yes, that's what we want to do. I'm sorry, not frame animation. You want to create video timeline. And there you have the full trailer right there in Photoshop, and it's a video. So you can scrub through, and scrubbing is a term for going through video footage. And you're like, okay, well, let's see, what's the cool part? Like, we've all seen this awesome part where he's sitting up there and he's doing his thing. So let's go start about right here. Marvel. Think that's cool. Gonna scrub up and it snaps into place. And you're gonna pull that back to the very beginning of your timeline. All right, and then you wanna just find out where the 15-second marker is, and that's like right here at the beginning. Or if you want to, you could type it in or scrub up here. And 15:01, 15 seconds. And you just take the rest of that footage as soon as the spinning beach ball of death goes away. I don't understand that. I don't know. Does anybody else have that problem with the spinning beach ball of death ever since you like upgraded to El Capitan? I don't know. But this is what we have. We have our 15 seconds. And you're going to pull that out at the bottom so you can see a little bit more close up. And this is what it's going to look like. And you can press play or space bar. And that's what you have. Okay. It's playing through, does all that awesome stuff. And you're like, oh man, it just plays through and it's just looping. Yes. It's freaking awesome, right? Okay. So now you can design around this. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's some other cool things I'm going to show you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and really kind of take my time with this one. Not take my time, but, you know, take my time to really kind of make it look decent enough to where I can post it up online and people be like, oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. So you have an option. You can Command T. You can make this bigger. And if you hold down Shift and Option or Alt Shift on a PC, you can pull that up to being the full 720. Or if you want to go bigger like that and hit enter, it will still play, but you're going to be missing out on everything else that's going around because you literally zoomed in. And then even like that, it's like, oh yeah, that's cool if you want to have that to take up just the square and that was it. You're not focused on anything over here or focusing on things that's going over there. But we don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and select that, and we're going to go ahead and shrink this back down to about right here, I guess. It's cool enough for me. All right, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to design on top of this. You can delete that background layer because we don't need it. And we're going to create a little Deadpool picture on top of this. All right, so I'm thinking, you know, what type of fabric is Deadpool suit made out of? I don't know. It looks like burlap, I guess. I don't know what type of fabric that is. Let's see. Maybe I can do Deadpool costume fabric. All right, and we're going to go to images because we want a close-up of that. I don't know if we're going to have any luck, but let's see. No, that's bad. That's really bad. Let me see. Let's do burlap. Let's try that. I don't know how to spell burlap. Burlap fabric background. I think that might just, one of these images are going to work. I know it will. But you have to make sure that it is at least 720. So I'm going to go to my search tools. I'm going to go to size, go large, and then we're going to find something close to that Deadpool fabric. I think that's cool right there. Let's just use that. Okay, so we do a right click on it, copy image, go back to Photoshop, and we Command V. There we have it. We can center that if you want to with your smart guides. I love smart guides. Thank you very much. All right, cool beans. And then we're going to go and we're going to find a black zipper. Black zipper. Okay. Okay. That looks pretty cool right there. I like that. Don't like the fact that it gets cut off. I need something with a little bit more length. Nope. Even though that could work because I could just blacken it all out. But let's see here. No, that ain't gonna work either. Oh, that's so perfect, but the wrong angle. Nope. 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 Yep. So we're gonna go with this one right here. And we're going to right click it again. We're going to copy image. Probably know where I'm going with this. All right, and we're going to paste it. And then we're going to, I'm gonna show you a little trick of mine. This is what I kind of do so that I don't jeopardize the quality. If I shrink it and need to like pull it back up in size, I turn it into a smart object. Let's see here, smart object, convert smart object. Yes, and then what I do is I double click that little icon and it opens it up in another window. And then I do all my edits in there. So for example, I want to get rid of that. Let's see. We're going to do a magic wand, select, turn back on the contagious. All right, we're going to delete. Then we're going to select, and we're going to delete. And then we're also going to rotate this canvas. Rotate canvas. Where's that at? Image, rotation. We're going to clockwise this 90 degrees, up and down. Hit save, close it out, and there you have it. And it's still editable. Editable. I think that's the word. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not, but anyways. All right, and we put that there. And instead of the video, well, you know what? I take that back. I have to open it up sideways, which kind of sucks, but I don't know. I can still make it work. So we're going to turn this like this, like that. Okay. And then we're going to open the teeth of the zipper. Now, mind you, it's not going to be perfect as far as like going along the edge, but that's okay. All right, now we got to colorize this burlap to make it like Deadpool red. All right, so let's see. The best way to do that is to do a layer adjustment. We're going to go ahead and create, I guess, curves or hue saturation. Let's try hue saturation. See what that does. Okay, got a little bit of red there. Swing that. That's blue. We don't want blue. We want the red. All right, that's too dark of a red. And then with the lightness, I'm going to take it down some. There we go. Okay. I'm kind of getting somewhere. All right. Cool. I'm going to take the zipper layer and we're going to, let's see. We can add an effect to that perhaps. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit darker too. Let me go ahead and make that hue saturation layer only pertain to that burlap. So if you guys are watching this and you're like, oh, well, let's get to the animation portion of it. Like, you're really boring me out. You can fast forward past all this design stuff. But for those who just want to sit and watch, please do watch. And I'll try to be as quick as possible. But sometimes when I get into the design portion, I just kind of get a little into it and start really taking my time, like being lengthy. Okay, so we're going to, with the curves, we're going to use curves on the zipper portion. All right, and let's see, move this up some and move the layers down some so I can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to drop that a little bit. That's cool. All right, and also I think I might do that to the add a curves adjustment to that burlap. Curves, oh my goodness. Here we go. Curves, and we're going to make that a little bit darker too. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, and you're like probably thinking to yourself like, well, this zipper, this edge has like a little, it's like it's a little too dark, a little too rich. Okay, not to fret. I'll just go up here and I will add a little bit of shadow. Or yeah, let's do a little bit of emboss. See what happens with the emboss. Not inner emboss. Let's try pillow emboss. There we go. All right, and I don't like too much that white. Maybe I will go with a dark red. See what that happens with that. Okay, maybe increase the size a little bit. There we go. There, that's where you've been hiding all this time. Soften it up a little bit, just a pinch, to make it look like it's actually part of the fabric. All right, and his suit is a little dirty, a little dingy. So the best way to do that, we're gonna go and add a layer in between here. We're going to just add some blotches of here. Whoops, that's too strong. Let's take the opacity down about 15. I'm just gonna just drop them here and there. Maybe take the opacity up to about 30. 39 is good enough. All right, do that, and that, and that. Okay. We're gonna take this layer and then we're going to blur it. We're gonna do some Gaussian blur to it. There we go, kind of like that. I kind of like that. I think that's cool enough. Kind of gets the point across. And then let me see, let me move this on top because maybe it look good on the zipper too. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, cool. And then we're going to also maybe dingy up the perimeter. Let's add another layer on top, and we're going to fill it. Let's fill it with white. It doesn't matter what you fill it with, but we're going to take the fill here and we're going to drop that all the way down to 100. I mean, drop it down to 100. Drop it down to 0, and then we're going to go into our special effects here, and we're going to do an inner glow. Okay. And we did a burn, color burn. That's good. There we go. Yeah. And what the color burn does is it just reaches and pulls like the darker um, tones, and it really makes it like dark, dingy, dark. Okay. So there we have a nice looking Deadpool fabric. Agree? Don't agree? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe drop that down just a little bit. The actual layer opacity. All right, cool. I think that's getting somewhere. That's getting somewhere. I like that. Okay. Um, and now that we have our Deadpool zipper fabric, let's go ahead and let's add some more. Let's do like a Deadpool logo. Okay. All right. Deadpool logo. Which one are we gonna go? We're gonna go with this one. That one's really dark and dingy. Again, right click, copy image, and then we just drop her in there, just like so. All right, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to right click and convert it to a smart object. Double click allows you to jump right in there. You can therefore click on the outside, delete that. You can even trim it, meaning that it's going to get rid of all that negative space around there. It's going to go right into the object, and you hit save, close it out, and there you have that. And that looks like that's his official color of his outfit. I like that. So let's go ahead and just try to match that. Let's try to uh, color correct the burlap. Let's see here. There we go. We're going to color correct the burlap here. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, that looks more like it. Cool, let me hide that real quick. Yeah, there we go. See, trial and error, right? Let's go back up to this layer here. And maybe drop this down a little bit, maybe. There we go. Yeah, Deadpool burlap. All right, and we're going to take this image, we're going to shrink this down like this. We're going to put that like right here, right dead smack in the middle. Something like that, I think. All right, and then we're going to also go back here because I'm not trying to spend too much time on trying to create this. Let me see, Deadpool logo on white background. And now I'm looking for its actual movie title name. Like how I kind of saw, like I saw this one. Where was it at? Maybe we can use that. I think that one's cool. We can use that. The size of it is 2000 by 2400, and I think that's good enough for what we're doing. So we're going to copy this image. We're going to paste it in here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to convert that into a smart object. Whoops, wrong button. Apologies. Convert to smart object, and we're going to dive into it. It opens it up, and then you can immediately just cut away the stuff you don't need. Cut it down to here. Cut it down to there. Do that, and then we're going to just delete all of the black. Boom. Like that. And then we're going to trim it like that. And it looks like didn't trim all the way, but that's okay. We could just bring it on down like so. Do that and save it, close it, and it's in there somewhere hiding. There you go. And we're going to shrink it down like this. Like that. And also because I am a stickler for, I guess you could say, color. I don't like that red. That red is a little bit too punchy. So let's put a what do you call it? Hue, saturation on top. Make sure it only affects that layer, and then we're going to change the tone just a pinch. There we go. There, so it kind of fits a little bit more. And then let's get some scratched metal to go on top of that. So we can kind of get, what's that look? I saw it earlier. Yes, so we can get that kind of look to it. So we're gonna do scratched metal texture. And I think this one would work. So we're gonna copy this image. And we're going to paste it like so. And then we're going to apply it only to that layer, kind of mask it to that layer. And we're just gonna go, let's see, multiply. I don't like that burn. Kind of, sorta. Let's try linear. Nope, I don't like what it does to the white there. No, let's see what overlay. That's almost. Oh, there we go. I like that. I like that. That is hard light. And then what I'll do is I'll probably add to this layer, the Deadpool layer, a special effect where we have a gradient overlay. And it's going to be vertical, 90 degrees, linear, and we're going to have it go from a dark, preferably like a black, and then we're going to have it do the same thing up here. So I just kind of clicked in the middle. Again, like I said, I hope that you guys kind of know how to do this stuff anyways. All right, cool. All right, now it looks bad, but once you add a like an overlay on top of that, then it looks awesome, like that. See how cool and awesome that looks? Gee whiz, that's so freaking awesome. Just kidding, it's not really all that awesome. All right, and then we're going to also add another special effect layer. We're going to do a drop shadow. I'm going to do a drop shadow. Put the distance on that puppy about like right there. Opacity. I'm going to bring it up a bit, just a bit. Spread. Keep that down, maybe the size. Cool. Cool. I like that. All right, and I'm probably going to take that same drop shadow and I'm going to option click that effect and bring it down onto that belt buckle. Just to kind of, again, we're adding some depth here. So I think that's pretty much it, I think, as a cool design. Oh yeah, let's add Deadpool to the picture. Let me see. Deadpool, because he's always breaking the fourth wall, right? So see Deadpool character PNG. I don't have to do that much cutting out. Let's see here. That's pretty cool. I was hoping something like from the actual movie, but I'm not getting a complete full body shot. Maybe that. Yeah, let's work with that. Let's do that. Let's see what we could do with this. All right, so we click that. I'm gonna go ahead and click the image. We're gonna bring them back over here. And we're going to paste them. And again, we are going to convert this to a smart object. And we're going to dive in. And then we're going to do a simple quick selection and hope that it does it right. So I don't have to waste too much time. Okay. And there we go. And get his sword here. Nice. Nice. Cool. I think that grabbed them perfectly. And again, how else would Deadpool like to be grabbed? All right, and then we're going to refine the edge. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Smooth it out, probably feather it a bit, maybe 5 pixels. Okay, I missed part of his gun here, so I'm just gonna paint that in. Oh, that didn't work. Let's see. Nope. I can always fix that later. All right. And let's go and we see new layer with mask. We're going to have a, yeah, selection. No, it didn't do selection. Okay. Smart radius. Let me see smart radius. Cool. All right. And then I'm going to go and let me see. Let's see, where's my selection tool, my lasso tool. And I'm just eyeballing this. I have no idea if I even did this part right, but that's okay. We're going to fill that. Ooh, nasty. We're going to flip that around and we're going to make that 100%. We're going to paint over those lines. All right, cool. Okay. And then we're going to do our trim. Bam. Don't need this layer. Delete that. Save it. Close it. And there he is. Deadpool. All right, we're going to shrink this down. And then we're going to turn it around like this. Right? And we're going to have him just kind of like just slide in like, oh my gosh, we're going to shoot you in the face. It's like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting Deadpool to pop up like that. So freaking scary. should be scared, should be terrified. And we're going to also bump up his color. All right, so let's do that with hue and saturation. All right, let's see. There we go. We're just saturating him just a bit. And we're also changing the hue just a bit, so he kind of matches. Now that black on his outfit is not black, really. And I don't know if that's okay or not, but I guess it's okay. It doesn't really matter because you need to have a little depth color, right? Okay, so if you look at your timeline here and everything that I'm doing, you will see that it works top down. Okay, so I have my design complete. This is the portion that you guys kind of been waiting for. And you're like, okay, now how's this all going to work? How's this all going to fit in? Okay, so I'm going to explain real quickly what you have here at the bottom here in Photoshop. Photoshop allows you to be able to do video, in which I showed you this portion where I was able to pull the video in, and I have where I want the 15 seconds to show. And then it plays all the way through to the end, but then you design your graphics on top. And as I have it over here in my layers, so it is over here with your timeline. This is called a timeline, and this is called your playhead. And at the top right here, you have your time. So from 1 second all the way up into 15 seconds. And I'm thinking that this is 24 frames a second, meaning for every second that transpires, that is 24 frames. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 24, and then that equals 1 second. Okay, so this is a little, something that you may want to know. And this is also, again, for people who may be a little intimidated by, what should I say, by programs such as Premiere Pro and After Effects. This is like the beginning of a great relationship. This is how you do it. All right, so you kind of pull all that up. Okay, and for those who are watching too, like you may know quicker ways, like, shortcut keys, but again, I don't really mess with Photoshop when it comes to video. I just know that you can do it. And what I'm doing now is I'm pulling each of my layers the full length of the timeline. Because as you can see, if you don't do that, when you get to a certain point, then it's like, oh crap, like why am I missing the burlap? Why am I missing the zipper? Is because if you see here at this timeline, looking down, you're only seeing Deadpool, you're seeing the Deadpool graphic title, and then it's like you're missing like this portion right here, which I'll pull this up and you will see it'll pop up once I let go. It pops up. Now you see that piece is there. These other layers, and that's also another thing. Shame on me. Normally, I label my layers so I know exactly what is what. But for time's sake, and me just kind of flying through it, I'm not, and I kind of already have in my mind what I want. Okay, so now you have your image completely covered up. Now, I've never done this portion before. I'm just going to test it out to see if it works when it comes to grouping things together. And it does. It does work. I don't know if you have... yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Well, let's try this out. All right, I'm just going to start naming stuff. Deadpool. It's the one that's on top. All right, so you can always turn your layers on and off by over here in your actual layers, like on and off. Okay, so you can kind of stay organized as to where where things are. Okay, let's see here. Now you want to go down here to your title. Over here in your layers, and I'm just selecting and I'm doing Command G to group it, just to stay better organized. And then I'll just call this title. Let's see, gonna call this one, of course, I don't have to group that. It's just the logo. All right, and then over here we have, let's see. Excuse me. You have the zipper and the burlap, all that stuff. Now, it's going to be hard to try to animate all these pieces. So the best thing to do with that is to just go ahead and flatten, like merge, I should say. Merge layers. Let's see. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so you have your Deadpool fabric. Now I can move this down. All right, and then you have the Deadpool. Let's call it Deadpool trailer. Okay, so you have these grouped layers. You also have your Deadpool trailer, trailer, and you also have your Deadpool like fabric and logo and all that type of stuff. Now, I'm opening this up so you can see that there's positions or things that you can move over time. And you have your little stopwatch here. Stopwatch just basically says that at this particular point in this timeline, this is what it's going to look like. With your opacity, your style, and also transformation, meaning the position. I may be thinking rotation too. I'm not too sure, 100% sure. But again, we're just kind of just doing the basic here. All right, so we have here, I'm going to start out with, what can we see? What can you say? What can we say? Let's start off by first, before I do anything, let's work on the zipper portion. So I'm going to turn off Deadpool, the title. I'm going to turn off the logo. We're going to work on just getting this zipper because you need two of these here. So I'm going to use my, let's see, not quick selection. Lasso tool. We're going to do polygon or magnetic. Try magnetic. Because we want it to kind of be kind of like bitey, I guess, toothy-ish, I guess. It's not really doing it the way I want. I mean, I could always just do a clean across. Let's see how this turns out. I don't know. That got a little messy. Let's try this. Let's go ahead and I can go straight across that way. I don't feel like doing it the long way. All right. Let's lasso this baby. So kind of just going across here by hand. And of course, if you really want to get down, then of course you would take your time and you would just go through with the fine tooth comb, no pun intended. And you will make this look absolutely perfect. And then go down here and you will let go. All right. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna create two layers of the Deadpool fabric. One is gonna be top. The other one is going to be bottom Deadpool fabric. So for the top portion, I just turned off this bottom one so you can see exactly what it does. You're going to go ahead and you're going to create a mask. All right, so you kind of see that there's this top portion piece here going, that type of action going, right? And you're going to take and you're going to hold down Option. You're going to click that layer mask and you're going to drag it down below. Okay, you're going to turn that layer on. And then inside of your mask, you're going to hit Command I to invert that. Okay. And then because you see like there's a super thin white line there, like for me personally, that would bother me, but to the naked eye, people really wouldn't catch that. But for me, I'm like, oh, that really gets on my nerves. So what I would do, I would take and I would nudge that up just a bit. Let's see, hold down Command, click, and then let's see, go to V, and you would just nudge that up to delete that. Okay, so you can see that it's not there. And you also have to make sure that you unlock that layer. But of course, I'm pretty sure for people who are Photoshop savvy, you guys know that hopefully by now. So now you have your top layer piece that's cut away, and you also have your bottom piece that is a cutaway. Okay, and you have that happening over here in your timeline. All right, so what you want to do is you want to open this up, both of those layers. So, or I should say toggle them down so you can see what you're going to be doing. And it's going to, see, open up like this. It's going to have, let's see, maybe like 1 second. Let me see, in the beginning, we're going to go ahead. It's going to be closed in the beginning. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit transform for, I'm sorry, hit the wrong one, not the logo. You want to hit transform, the position. You want to do the position down here. All right, then you're going to move forward. Okay, and then you're going to do for the bottom one, you're going to just simply just, not drag it down that far. You're going to drag it down maybe like about right here. And as you do that, you see that it has created a new position keyframe. Those are what those call. Okay. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing for the top. You're going to drag that up to your liking. Let me drag this down so I can see a little bit more. Okay. Like that. And as it plays, you can see like, okay, this is how much I'm going to be seeing of my video. Right? And then he drops down, he does his thing, blah, 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 blah. And it's freaking awesome, right? You're like, mission accomplished. But for me, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, well, that edge is pretty hideously jagged. So I'm going to go and I'm going to soften that up with a little bit of Gaussian blur. Let's see, let's go start from the, oh yeah, that's right. Let's see here, because I'm missing the zipper. That's right. You have to do the layer mask the same way too. Like we see where the layer mask position, that also has to be moved. also. So you got to key that. You got to key that. You're going to move that. Let's see. Okay, yeah. You're going to key here. You can add a key here by just simply just hitting this little marker here. And you can do the same thing up here too. And then when you go back to the beginning, now you can go ahead and you can move that layer mask. And I'm hoping that is simple as like that. And the same thing here. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. That's my bad. So now you have this, it just opens up like that. Opens, close, that type of deal. So as it's open, I'm like, okay, I want to add a drop shadow to this. Or maybe an outer glow. Probably do an outer glow. Let's see, where are you, outer glow? Right here. All right, and instead of being a glow, we're going to just make that dark. All right, take it off the screen. We're going to make it a multiply. And we're going to up the size. A bit like that. All right, and we're going to do the same thing down here at the bottom. Easy, just Option or Alt, click that effect, drag it on top, and then you're done. So now as it plays through, it doesn't have that too much of a harsh edge. You can still feather it. Let me see what happens if I feather that. Do a little Gaussian blur. Everybody loves a little Gaussian blur, right? A little Gaussian blur. Whoa, too much. Let's see. No, it doesn't do what I need for it to do. I mean, I could work around it, but I don't feel like working around it. All right, cool. So like that's good right there. Opens. And that's pretty much it. Like you could stop right here. You pretty much get the picture, the idea. And I'm just going to leave it open here like that. And let's see what we're going to do with, now that we're done with these fabric layers. Let's go ahead and turn on our Deadpool logo layer. Okay. So we want that to, maybe let's do a fade on that. So we toggle that down and we see opacity. So here we can say, here the opacity is still at 100. As it opens up, by the time it gets to 1 or 2 seconds, let's say 1 second, the opacity, it drops down to 0. And you control all that over here. And you see it added a keyframe. So it does this boom, that type of deal. Right? And then you also want to do a transform. So it starts in the beginning, it's like that. And then let's see, what if see if I could change the size, see if that would do anything. You make it small. If I make it small, will it shrink? Look at that, it does. How awesome is that? So it looks like it's kind of getting sucked into, like, oh my God, that's so freaking awesome. Okay, so you can really do some pretty cool things here, as you can see. So let's say that that happens. And let's say you want it to, like it does that. And then let's close that. Let's go to the title. Let's turn the title on. Like, yeah, the title rocks. Okay. We toggle that down. And there's a simple opacity that you can do with the group. You don't get to do all the other cool things such as the layer transformation. You have to do that for each individual layer. And I don't feel like doing that right now. I could because I just can. But this is just a tutorial to show you the basics. So let's say that at this point, as this kind of goes away, at this point right here, around 2 seconds, Deadpool is going to be in full effect, opacity wise. But right about here, as this is fading out, Deadpool should be fading in the title. So let's go ahead and knock this down to 0. Okay, and then it's like, there it is. Boom. Or just have it, I feel like it should pop a little quicker instead of just taking too long. So what you can do is you can grab these and you can slide these keyframes around so that it comes in quicker. So it's like Deadpool fades in, boom, Marvel. You got Wade, he's doing his thing, right? And then you're watching it, and you're like, oh, this is so awesome. He does all this cool stuff. And right here, we're going to have him break the fourth wall. Boom. Like, oh my God, he just scared me. Okay, so Deadpool's right here, breaking the fourth wall. All right, and we're going to add, let's see. We can have him fade in, or we can just have him slide completely in, like boom, in your face. Slides in. Right here, we want him to be completely slid in. All right, so we have Deadpool here, transform. We hit that, and we're going to back up because we don't want him to be in frame. So now we're just going to just move him. And there he's added. Boom. So it's like skoosh, you know? I like special effects. Bam. Hold on. Bam. Take that frame, put it right there. Boom. You know what? I might have him fade in because I don't know. Opacity, let's go ahead and try that. Opacity is at 100%. Right here, he is at 0 opacity. Boom. Yeah, like that. Boom. Right? Cool. All right, and then let's go back down to this this logo here. Because the logo, as you can see, is off screen. So let's go ahead and and we're gonna have it just pop up maybe like from the bottom. So like, let's have it. All right, after he comes in here, then we'll just go ahead and have the opacity or transform opacity. Then we're going to go ahead and find out where it is. We're going to move it down here. because at this point, we want it to be right there, but you can't see it, right? And then we're going to move a frame ahead. Well, first of all, we got to hit enter, move a frame ahead, and then we're going to turn opacity back up to 100. And we're going to also transform it. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. And maybe off to the side like that. Something like that. And the reason why he's moving off from the side like this is because in this frame, he's actually right here. So you see, copy that frame, delete that frame. Let me see, undo that. Well, I don't need to undo that. Let's move this back here. And let's move him right here. Oh, you know what I did wrong? Let's see, let's try this again. See, that's the thing about doing this stuff live is that, oh yeah, he makes mistakes. He's not perfect. You're daggone right, I'm not perfect. So far from it. Okay, so I moved him over. I put him in position. I move forward. Opacity. And I'm also going to make him grow. Like that. And I'm going to have him move up a little bit. Like that. So it's kind of like vroom, vroom. Like special effects again. Vroom. Right? And then I don't know. I don't want to overkill it, no pun intended, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You can always reverse everything and just kind of close this, close the zipper, the fabric, and make it back to the way that it was. Let's see here. I might just do that just for the sake of it all. So let's see. That and that one for the top fabric. Well, first of all, you want to copy these two. Copy. And then you want to, let's see, will it paste? Not too sure. Nope, it didn't. Okay, let's try this. No, that didn't work either. I mean, I would literally have to, let me see, I'll just keyframe it. Same thing with the bottom. Keyframe it. And then have it just do it quicker, close a little bit quicker. All right, let's see here. I don't know if it will allow me to close them both at the same time. Okay. See if that worked. Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. I just have to make sure I select both the position, the graphic position, and also the layer mask position too, and then I can close them both. Nudge them down. Whoa. Whoops. Let's try it again. Perfect. All right, and then at this point, because I already had like the logo kind of came in there, boom, this closes, and then I'm going to have the Deadpool logo. I'm just going to take that layer at this position. I'm going to move it up. As you see, it creates a keyframe. And I'm also going to size him up like this. And that's it. So when I play this back, you see it goes through. It plays a little slow because it's trying to process all that. You know, it's all like, oh yeah, I'm watching this pretty cool thing. Does his thing, he pops up. And he popped in a little too quick. I don't like the way he popped in. He popped in so fast. My Deadpool guy. I wanted him to kind of fade in like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this keyframe and that keyframe. And I'm going to pull that back. So it takes like a second for him to fade in. Okay, and that's it. That's how you do that thing. Move this up some. All right, let me save this. I'm going to save this on my desktop. And then I'm going to export this and render video. Initializing video export. Oh man, this was good. I mean, the movie did not disappoint. I'll say that for sure. The movie was excellent. It was great. The best comic book adaptation ever. Like, it was just, it was really good. It flowed just perfectly from start all the way to finish. And yeah, it was just all this good stuff. Okay, so anyway, you have all this stuff here. It says, you know, select folder, where you want to save it at in my desktop. Create new subfolder. No, I don't care to do that. Adobe Media Encoder, leave that the same. Leave that alone. Format, high quality, leave that. Document size, leave that. Document frame rate is at 30. You can leave all of this stuff. Leave it all alone, and then hit render. Like, don't touch that. And I thank you guys for sticking with me all the way to the end. I hope to keep doing more of these types of videos. And you can follow me on Facebook at fb.com/NUNCIO78. Or you can just do a search for my name, which is Vernard S. Fields. I'm always constantly posting about art, what I'm doing, what other people are doing. I'm all about supporting and helping, all that good stuff. The video's done. Let's take a look at that. What else can I tell you guys? See? Okay. Hide everything else. Desktop. And there's my Deadpool movie. Voila. And you probably would be able to hear it, but I have my speakers plugged up and I don't have them turned on because the most bang, super loud, super duper loud. Matter of fact, let me see. I could probably play it through my monitor here. Let's try that again. Let's play it so you guys can hear it. Oh yeah. So like yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. I'll probably make a minor adjustment because I didn't like the way that that logo faded in at the end. Like that came in, and then I want the logo to pop up. I want that to start popping up once the or I should say, I want to start growing after it closes. So I'll probably have it get about right here, stay about that size, and then have it grow the rest of the way up. So let's figure that bad boy out, right? Deadpool right here is fine. Deadpool logo. Let's touch that up some. Okay. So uh, like it does this thing. It gets to about right. Let's see, about right here. Let's delete those. So it fades out. Boom. Okay. And it starts to move down here, fading in, but we don't want that. We want that to be at an opacity of 0. Right here, we want it to be at opacity of 100. And whatever, I guess, size that is there, let's see. Escape. Okay, let's go with right here. Let's just make that another size. And see, I'm so used to just doing this like in Premiere Pro. Like you want to get there and you want to stop in at that size. Let's just go ahead and leave that. Let me see, let me leave that there. Boom. Yeah, that's cool. That's doable. Boom. Damn. All right, cool. That's cool enough for me. Let's go ahead and let's export that again. Render video. All that good jazz. You want to replace it? Yes. Couldn't replace. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Let's try to export it again with another like title. Let's call it 2. All right. exporting video. And I should be saying voila pretty soon. And I will upload this. So let's go ahead and just jump to the desktop because it's going to be done here shortly. Hide that. As you can see, it's developing right there. And there it is. I want to shoot, baby. All right, so that's cool. All right, that's good enough. That's GE for me. All right, so let's see. Let's stop that. And I thank you guys for watching my show. Again, my name is Bernard S. Fields. I'm a multimedia specialist. You can also just tune in to me on Twitter at Bernard S. Fields. You can again find me on Facebook at fb.com, facebook.com/NUNCIO. I will be doing weekly tutorials, like quick tips. And this really wasn't a quick tip. It was kind of long, but I'm going to take this video and I'm going to chop it down to the bare basics so that you guys kind of get the idea on exactly how to just get from point A to point B and cut out everything that's in between A and B. I don't know. But thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, guys, always remember to put forth your best.